Yeah, I'm here. Hello and welcome to Indian Hill High School, where the Indian Hill Braves get set to take on the Deer Park Wildcats here in beautiful Tomahawk Stadium. Hello, I'm Rob Guy, and I'll be bringing you the game right here on the Indian Hill Television Network. As the clock's winding down, I'd just like to remind everyone, coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is a presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. The Video Department provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities of the ICRC. All right, and we get set to take off here. The Braves will be taking on the Deer Park Wildcats here at Week 7. And the Braves are sitting at, 5-1. And the Deer Park Wildcats, I am not sure where their record's sitting right now. I'll check that out throughout the game, see if I can get that to you. All right, and the Braves are taking the field. The fans are starting to stream in here to Tomahawk Stadium in this upcoming event. And the Braves are pulling in the end zone there. Now, for all those who like to want to watch this game or watch it multiple times, it is available on the IHTN network on ICRC. And you can find out a playback schedule by calling 772-ICRC. And here come the Braves. And Brandon Davis will lead them through the banner there as they run out onto the field and take most of it with them. As they come over to the sidelines, waiting to see what they're going to start out on. Great night tonight. Beautiful night for that spread open offense of theirs as they try to pick apart this Deer Park Wildcat defense. All right, it looks like the Braves will be receiving the ball to start the game off tonight. The Wildcats will be kicking off. And the Braves will be defending the north end zone. Back deep. We have Jake Kendall and Danny Johnson back deep to receive this kick. Number 6. Ben Resco will kick it off for the Braves, and here we go. He kicks it to the Braves. David Kariakis will field it. He's going to try to take it back in the middle. He goes back to the outside. He's going to break through that first wall. He's still going, and they'll bring him down at about the Braves' 47-yard line. And that's where Mike Schifferberg will start out this Braves offense and see if he can put something on the board. Schifferberg takes the field and is calling the directions to his offense. Now they're going to break their huddle, and they are right out into their balanced spread. We'll see if they get any motion out of this. They're going to give it to Alex Cole going around the right side on the jet sweep. He's going to turn it up. He's got some room, and he'll be brought down at about the 40-yard line of the Deer Park Wildcats. That'll be a gain of about 15 yards. So the Braves started off with chewing up some big yardage here. See if they can keep the ball rolling. They break the huddle. Andrew Kariakis split to the left, along with Alex Cole. Danny Johnson and Jake Kendall to the right. Brandon Davis is the lone setback, wearing number 14 tonight. Danny Johnson in motion. They fake it. They give it to Davis up the middle. He's finding some room, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards on the play, taking it down to the 30-yard line. Yeah, Davis is wearing 14 tonight.
14, Brandon Davis on the run. Run for 5, 9-yard gain.
So that's going to bring up a second and short for the Braves on the Wildcat 31-yard line. They go back to their balanced set. And Scherpenberg will take the snap. He's dropping back. He's looking deep. He's going to fire it to number 3, Andrew Kariakis, who's still on his feet, and he'll be tackled by a host of Wildcats. Looks like the first Wildcat there will be number 2. Drew Gavin will make the tackle. Scherpenberg's back on the field. And the Braves are ready to continue rolling here. They're back in that balanced formation with Brandon Davis as the lone setback. Scherpenberg scans the D, and he takes a snap. He's looking for that quick hit to Danny Johnson. There he is. Danny Johnson picks it up, and he'll take it down to about the 8-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 11 yards. And the Braves are rolling here. They've got it down to about the 9-yard line of the Wildcats. Jake Kendall and Johnson will go to the wide side. Alex Cole will be in motion. He slides across. It'll be a toss to Brandon Davis. He's going off the right side, and he's going to be met by a host of Deer Park Wildcats. Number 11, A.J. Jensen will start things out for him. It's going to be a short gain and bring up 2nd and goal for the Wildcats. All right, now the Braves come out in a little trips formation here, little bunch. We're going to see how the Wildcats react to this one. They're going to cross him up. He's going to get it, a little pressure to Scherpenberg, and he's pressured, so he cannot get the time to get that ball off the way he'd like to have, and that's going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Braves. He tried to complete that to Andrew Kariakis, wasn't able to hold on to it. He was rushed. He was not able to stand in and throw the ball the way he would like to have. Now Sherp does have those 2 big tackles protecting him, and he certainly likes that. That they're back in that bunch formation. He takes a snap. Looked like a little motion on the O-line. They might have been drawn off by the defense, but it looks like it might go against the Braves. Got false start. That is on the Braves, and they'll be losing 5 yards on that. So it's going to be 3rd and about 13 for the Braves. See if they can punch it in here. If not, we've got Zach Minturn is over there warming up. They're back to their balanced set. Davis, the lone setback. Scherpenberg looks at defense. He takes the ball. He's going to drop. Looks like he's looking up top. Oh, he's got the pressure. He's going to run it. No, he pulls it down and he throws it. Touchdown, Jake Kendall on the 13-yard strike from Michael Scherpenberg, and that will put the 6 on the board for the Braves, and they get off to an early start with 9:14 left in the game, or left in the first quarter. Excuse me, not in the game. All right, Zach Minturn is set, kicks, and it is good. No, I'm sorry, a little wide left on that. Okay, there's a little bit of a high snap for Scherpenberg to handle. He gets it down a little slowly, but Zach Minturn should have still popped that one through there. All right, the Braves are set to kick this ball off. Zach Mentor will run out there. They're hoping he'll drive it back through the end zone again. He's going to set it on that left hash mark. Now back deep for the Deer Park Wildcats will be number 13, Ron York, and number 6, Ben Roscon. All right, and looks like they're set. Braves are ready to cover, and here's the kick. Minturn drives it deep. Looks like it's going to hit about the 1-yard line. There will be a return. He's taking it up the middle. He's going to be met by one Brave, which misses, and he'll be brought by number 80. He will be brought down by number 85, Drew Tolliver. Be the first one there to stop number 6, Ben Roscone. That'll bring the Deer Park Wildcats out at about the 15-yard line to start their first drive. And it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Deer Park 15. Wildcats break the huddle, and they're going to be in a pretty traditional set here. They're in that I slot formation, and we'll see what they go out of here. Probably a little bit off tackle. They go with the motion, and off tackle it is. Number 2 is going to be met immediately and stopped. Number 3, Andrew Kariakis, will be there for the stop. Number 2, Drew Gavin, was the ball carrier, but he was met immediately by Andrew Kariakis coming up from the corner spot. The Wildcats break the huddle. A little different formation here. They're going to be in a wing set with their split to the right. Scan the defense and take the snap. They give it to their fullback up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. Okay, and somebody loses a bucket down there. Andrew Kariakis was there on the stop. Yeah, that looks like that was the fullback, number 44, Frankie Scara. Apologize for any of these names that might get mispronounced here tonight. Their roster looks faxed and pretty blurry. All right, and the Wildcats break the huddle. Let's see what they're going to come out in this time. They're going to be back into the wing set. He takes a snap. He gives it to the fullback. No, he keeps it off the left side, excuse me. And the quarterback will take it for the first down. Number 12, Tyler Beard. He will take that for the first down for the Wildcats. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the Wildcat 28-yard line. Wildcats break the huddle. And they're going to spread it out a little bit here. They're going to go to the shotgun. We got motion across. He takes it. He gives it to fullback. He's stopped immediately. Number 4, David Kariakis, sniffs that one out, and he's going to stop that one for no gain. So David Kariakis is pretty active today. He's all over the field tonight. And we'll see what the Wildcats have cooked up for this one. They've been jumping back and forth in formations. Looks like they're going to be in the I set again. And they're going to need a timeout. They want to talk this one over. Quarterback saw something he didn't like. Looked like they had some kind of special play on that he didn't think was going to work with the defensive set that was there. All right, and while we have this short break, I'd like to remind everyone, coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is a presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. Video Department provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities of the ICRC. And with 6:38 remaining in the first quarter, the Braves are ahead 6-0 with a miss on that extra point by Zach Minturn, something you don't see very often out of the Braves kicker. And the Braves are ready. That Braves defensive line will be anchored by number 55, Sam Moore, number 60, Zach Reckman, and number 58, Matt Ambrose. All right, and Wildcats are ready. A little shifting there at the end, and a little more shifting. They're in an overload formation there for a second, but they bounce it back up. And they're going to start in that I. They're going to motion to the left side. He's looking for the swing to number 13, and he overthrows that one. Okay, that was kind of a bad pattern and a bad pass altogether. Ron York was the intended receiver on that one. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats on their own 29-yard line. Yeah, that play pretty well designed. It looked like it might actually go for a little bit, but just the pattern needed to be ran a little deeper, and the quarterback needed to put a little more loft into that ball. They start in the wing, and they're going to go into a trips right formation. Looks like they're going to sweep right. No, they motion back to the left. He's dropping back to pass. He's throwing it to number 13, and it is blocked by number 2. Case Cousineau jumps up and knocks that ball away for the intended receiver, Ron York. And that's going to bring up 4th and 9 on the Wildcat 29-yard line. I saw this punt formation the other night, kind of odd. They take the snap, and it's off. Low line drive, bouncing towards Danny Johnson, and he will not field it, but he gets drilled in the back by a Deer Park Wildcat. No flag on that one, but probably could have been deserving of one. And the Braves are going to start out on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, with 6:19 remaining. Not a very pretty kick, but it is effective. It's going to take the Braves back deep into their own territory, where they're going to start the ball 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. And the Braves break the huddle. They're in their balanced formation. And David Kariakis will be the setback with Scherpenberg. He takes the pass. He gives it to Kariakis. Kariakis goes off the right side. He's still going, and he'll be stopped after about a 5-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Braves, where he was stopped by a host of Deer Park Wildcats. I didn't see the number of the guy gotten off the bottom of the pile, who usually gets credit for the tackle. Braves break the huddle. In that balanced formation, Kariakis still in as the lone setback. Scherpenberg, he's looking to throw. A little swing out to number 2, Case Cousineau, but it's thrown a little tight and over his head, and that one's going to fall incomplete and bring up 3rd and about 5 yards for the Braves. And that swing, you've got to have a pass a little ahead of you so you can make a good play on it. And Case Cousineau just couldn't make a play on that ball. It was too far behind him and above him. They're going to go into their trip set to the left. Jake Kendall is the lone set to the right side. Scherpenberg likes to get him on an island. Takes the ball. He looks left. He's going to throw it. He gives it up, and number 6 still rumbling. He'll be taken down at about the 43-yard line of the Deer Park Wildcats. Alex Cole on the reception, and he's going to pick up big yardage for the Braves. That offensive line's down in the huddle, ready to go already. They're set. Scherpenberg takes the field, and he's going to call out the plays. They break their huddle, and they are balanced as Scherpenberg scans the defense. Deer Park's going to mix it up defensively in what looks like to be a 3-4. They give it to Kariakis on the counter, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage by number 44 for the Wildcats. Frankie Sarah will be there for the stop for the Wildcats. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Braves on the Wildcat 44-yard line. They go trips left. Jay Kendall's alone set to the right. This is where he likes to get him up, manned up here. He takes a snap. He's looking left. They give it to number 9. He's got a little room, and he'll take it up to about the 35-yard line of the Wildcats. That's number 9, Spats, for the Braves, who's going to bring him close to a first down. That should bring up 3rd and short for the Braves. It's about 2 yards as they'll try to go for the first down here. And let's see who their lone setback's going to be. It's still David Karyakis. They stay in their spread, and they're going to flip the trips to the right side this time. And he takes a snap. He's looking immediately to the right. He's going to let the ball go. He gives it to number 2, Case Kuzno. He makes a move on him. He's moving up. He gets to about the 21-yard line, picks up the first down and then some. Scherpenberg had no question in his mind who he wanted to go to there. He knew Case Kuzno was going to break open, and he delivered the ball with a strike. And that's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for the Braves. It was a nice move to break the initial tackle there by Kuzno to get a few extra yards. All right, now the Braves are sitting empty in the backfield. Scherpenberg's the lone setback. We're motioning. And it's going up the left side. Oh, we might have a face mask. Yep, 2 flags are flying on that one. They both saw that one. Alex Cole on the jet sweep there. He's going to take it off the left side and gain what looks to be about 10 yards on the play. But with the penalty, it should be half the distance. We'll probably bring up a 1st and about 3, the 1st and goal, okay, with about 3 yards to go for the Braves. So that penalty tacked on definitely going to hurt the Wildcats and pin them against that goal line. And let's see what the Braves have for them. And they're going to stay in that spread formation. They're going to bunch at trips to the left with number 41, Alex Hall, the lone split to the right. Scherpenberg's under center. He takes a snap. He gives it to David Karyakis, and he's stopped for about a gain of 2 yards for the Braves. And there's a Deer Park Wildcat slow to get up. He made the initial hit on Karyakis. Probably took it right there on the shoulder. And he's going to need a timeout. Trainer's going to come out and look at him. I believe that is number 49, Chris Sarah. He's slow to get up. Looked like he took a knee right on that shoulder. Probably got a stinger in that right arm, it looks like. And this is going to give us a little break in the action where the coaches can come out, talk to their troops, and get a little water out to them. Actually, excuse me, the coaches can't come out to talk to them, but they can get some water to them. But while we have a break, again, I'd like to remind you, coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is a presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. The Video Department provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities of the ICRC. The training staff go out and take a look at Mr. Sarah. We'll see what's going to go on with them. Hopefully nothing serious. Hopefully it is just a stinger, and he'll be able to walk off to the sideline and maybe get back in this game later. And with 3:01 remaining, score is Braves 6, Wildcats 0. And Braves are in pretty good position here. They got 1st and goal on about the 1.5 yard line. I don't see a lot of substitutions going on in the huddle there. We'll see if they come out with a heavier look or if they're going to stay in that spread offense on the 1 yard line. And Mr. Sarah is up. He's walking gingerly towards the sideline, but that's a good sign that he is up walking it off. Hopefully he will be all right. And it looks like we're about ready to go. Both teams are back on the field, ready to go. Braves already are split out, waiting to go. They're going to bunch back up here. A little change, or at least a little delay, so the defense can't adjust to them immediately. They're wanting to go with that trips right again with Jake Kendall, the lone set to the left. Be a nice time to get a little slant to Jake here. He's got a lot of room to the inside. Number 2, Drew Gavins, kind of playing him head up. He could definitely get a step towards the inside. And Schimberger's going to take it himself. And he's got it. It looks like touchdown Braves. So Schimberger calls his own number. And he'll follow that huge offensive line of the Braves forward, and they'll get the touchdown. And he's definitely got the horses to follow. And Zach Minturn will come out to attempt his second extra point here. Try to make this a 13-0 ball game. They get set. We got the snap, the set, and looks like it's good again. And signal is good. So 13 points will be put up on the board by the Braves with 2:47 left in the first quarter. And Zach Minturn will get set to kick this ball off to the Wildcats. We'll see if the Wildcats have an answer to this high-powered Braves offense. Let's see if the Braves are going to send back or we'll see the Wildcats are going to send back. And they take the field. Looks like they're going to send their same 2 returners out. Number 13, Ron York, and number 6, Ben Resco. And they're heels on the goal line, waiting for this Zach Minturn kick. And the kick's off. It's driven back to about the 1-yard line, where he's going to have to return it. He's going into the Braves, and he's going to be stopped. Ball's loose, or they might have called him down. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, he was down. And that's going to give the Deer Park Wildcats the ball at the 16-yard line. And they're going to have 1st and 10 with 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. All right, the ball's set, and we'll see if the Wildcats can get some momentum going here with the offense. They need to keep their defense off the field here, or this could get away from them very quickly. All right, they're in the I set. And they take the snap. They're going to give it to the halfback up the middle, and he stopped immediately. Number 34, McFarland will stop. Number 2, Drew Gavin, immediately. And Gavin will be able to crank out about 4 or 5 yards on the play. But there was a host of Braves to meet him at the initial line of scrimmage. Oh, and we have some laundry on the field. Looks like we're going to bring that one back. As the referees confer here, they're going to march it back. Looks like this will be a half the distance penalty, which will take it back to about the 8-yard line of the Wildcats. So not a good turn of events for the Wildcats. What should have been a second and about 7 yards to go is now turned into a 1st and about 16 yards to go. So as a coach, that's something you cannot like. It's going to put them deeper in their own territory, where they've been struggling offensively already tonight, and being that deep in your territory doesn't help out at all. They break the huddle, and let's see what formation they're going to stay in that I. The single split to the left. They're going to go motion left, and he's going to drop back. He gives it to number 2, and he's met immediately by Zach Reckman. So Number 2, Drew Gavin, had no chance on that play. He's met immediately by Zach Reckman, and that's going to be a loss on the play, which is going to bring up a 3rd and a country mile here. Looks like about 3rd and 20 for the Wildcats. Wildcats run out a few more players here. All right, and the Deer Park Wildcats break the huddle, and they're spread out. Oh, they're going to go to shotgun. Little adjustment by the Braves, and everyone's a little off cue there. Skill position people ready to go, and the linemen were not. No ball was snapped, and we're going to have a legal procedure on the Wildcats. Good news for them. They can only go back about 2 yards, but unfortunately, that puts them 2 yards from the goal line. And not a lot of plays in the playbook for a 3rd and 30 situation. The only thing you can really hope for on this is to try to ground out some yardage so your punter's going to have a little room to try to get a decent punt off. Something that might hang up in the air a little bit so you can get some coverage down the field so they can't bring it back deep into your territory. You get a motion into the trips. There's a snap. He's getting some pressure. You better get rid of the ball. And he's going to be sacked in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. Number 58, Matt Ambrose, was the first one to get to him. But the other pressure by the whole defensive line really sets that up for him. Matt Ambrose will get the credit for the safety. And number 12, Tyler Beard, will take that safety, which is going to be a free kick for the Deer Park Wildcats. That was the one thing the coach didn't want. And it's real dangerous to call a spread passing play that deep in your end zone. And the quarterback's got to know he's got to get rid of it. He cannot take that safety, throw that ball away, do something so you get a chance to punt the ball. Now you're going to have a score of 15-0 in favor of the Braves, and you're going to be either punting or place kicking from your own 20-yard line. Let's see what the Deer Park Wildcats decide to do. Looks like they're going to place kick this one. They're going to go to the right hash mark. Number 6, Ben Roscoe, will try to get some yardage for the Wildcats, but he's going to have a pretty powerful leg going from the 20-yard line. Braves will have number 5, Danny Johnson, and number 1, Jake Kendall, deep to receive this kick. Although Kariakis and Hall better be ready to go, they might be receiving this one. And ball's away. It's a high pop-up, and Jake Kendall will receive it. He's going to take it off the left side. No blocking there, and he's going to be stopped at the 50-yard line by number 14 for the Wildcats, Scott Hunter. Jake Kendall could have maybe got back to the middle of the field. He had a host of Braves blockers there, but he decided to go ahead and turn it up to the left and get what yardage he could. And with 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Braves will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. And Nose is actually resting right there at the 50. They're balanced up. Brandon Davis, the lone setback. Schoenberg takes a snap. He drops back. He's looking to his left. He fires it to Andrew Kariakis, who's going to cut it to the middle. He's looking for some running room. He gets a block by Danny Johnson, and he could be sprung. Andrew's going, and he's still on his feet. He's finally going to be brought down on the 15-yard line. So Andrew Kariakis showing off his quick footwork. He takes the ball off the left side, crosses all the way across the field, and he will take that ball down to about the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. And it looks like the first quarter is going to be coming to an end here before the next play is going to be snapped. And I don't think they're going to get this one off. No, they won't. And that's going to be into the first quarter. Braves 15, Wildcats 0. All right, and a new event here for the Braves. We have the Braves Bazooka is going to be used here. which looks like an air-powered cannon to fire some T-shirts into the crowd. Hopefully no one will be impaled by this T-shirt. We'll see what kind of power they're working with. Looks like they got their trajectory. And it looks like they're going to fire this one off. Let's see what they got. They're looking for a little noise. Oh, and there it goes. And that one's over the press box. So I think they need to recalibrate the Braves bazooka. A little too much power on that one. And one of the Indian Hill deer will probably be wearing that one. It went deep into the woods. So all of you driving home, you see a deer with a red shirt, you know where he got it. And they're going to reload and recalibrate. But it might be a little too late because the teams have taken the field. And they're going to fire one off for posterity here. Maybe not. No, that's going to be it. All right, and the Braves are ready to work. They're on their 15-yard line. They take the snap. It's going to be given to Alex Cole off the left side. He breaks it to the left side towards the sidelines, and he's going to be stopped at about the 8-yard line. Number 13, Ron York, and number 2, Drew Gavin, will be there for the stop for the Wildcats. That's going to bring up second and about 4 yards for the Braves. And the Braves bazooka looks like did actually get one into the stands. Looks like they're going to need a little more practice with that instrument. Just a little less time on the tuba, a little more time on the bazooka. Oh, that one was a little short. Didn't quite make the stands. All right, trips right. They give the Braves off the left side. He's out the middle, and he's in for the end zone for the score. Add another 6. That's going to make it 21-0 for the Braves with 11:08 remaining in the first quarter. Zach Minter will run out to the field. Let's see if he can add another one on here. Let's make it 22-zip. In celebration of that score, the Braves bazooka puts another shirt up into the stands. Schoenberg gets ready for the snap. It's set. And the snap is a little high. He gets down, and Minturn puts it through. That makes the score 22-0. All right. So in the beginning of the second quarter, the Braves put one on the board, and Zach Minturn will be ready to kick it off. He definitely gets a lot of practice when they get this offense going. He gets to try to drive this ball down to the end zone. We haven't had one in the end zone yet tonight, but he's been pinning them deep on the 1-yard line with most of his drives. And all right, now kicked off, and number 6 for the Wildcats will come up. No, it's taken away by number 13 for the Wildcats. He'll take it up the middle, and that'll be stopped by about the 30-yard line, where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. They have got to get a little bit of momentum going here, keep their defense off the field. You know, that's one thing a defense hates to be is on the field the entire game. For a defense, that becomes a never-ending ball game when they're out on the field most of the time. All right, Wildcats break the huddle. They got a trips left. They're going with that bunch that the Braves are using. Braves are going to step up someone right up into the teeth of it. They motion to the left. Little screen. Oh, and he dropped it. Incomplete. Looked like that was going to be a halfback pass there. And with the motion, that goes to the quads. And number 4, Jeremy Borning, couldn't hold on to that one and get that one off. And he's going to be recalled over to the sideline. He had his one shot of greatness there, and looks like he's going to be standing on the sideline with the coach for a second. And they're going to break the huddle. They're in that spread set, shotgun. They're going to motion across. He takes a snap. We're looking at the fullback going off the right side, number 44, and he's going to be stopped immediately by Zach Reckman and Matt Ambrose on the play. That's going to bring up a loss of about 4 yards on the play, which is going to bring up about third and about 12-yard line. 12 yards, excuse me. So another 3rd and long for the Wildcats. They need to get this one to get some momentum going. They're back in the eye. And he's under center, and looks like they might go a little off tackle. And they're going to give it to the fullback in that trap, and it's going to be close. We'll see where they spot it. He got a pretty generous spot there. They might have the first down. Number 44, Frankie Serra. Looks like he's going to have the first down. A gain of about 12 yards for Serra. They hit that one pretty well. Got the trap going. Serra's able to get it up in there, and he gets the first down. It is 1st and 10 on the Wildcat 40-yard line. Tyler Breer takes a snap. He bobbles it. He's going to tuck it away and do it himself, and he's going to get about 5 yards on the play, whereas he's met by 2 Braves upend him. Looked like number 6, Alex Cole, was the initial hit on him. So it's going to be 2nd and about 5 on the 46-yard line of the Wildcats. And they're going back to that trips look. We'll see if they'll motion in the quads or not and throw this one up again. Here, motion in the quads. So he gets a snap. He throws it over number 11, over his head, out of bounds. Number 11, A.J. Jensen, had no chance on that one. Ball was way too high. Drew Gavin had a little nervous feet there, and he just put too much mustard on that one. Gavin could not hold, or excuse me, A.J. couldn't hold on to it, Jensen. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. They need another first down here. Give their defensive time the rest here. Get some momentum going in their direction. All right, they're back into the I formation. Braves are bunched up there, looking for something up the middle. And there it is, tossed to the right, number 2. And he's stopped immediately by number 3, Andrew Kariakis. And they're going to lose some yardage there. He was not fooled at all at that trap, and he stormed up for that toss. That's going to bring up 4th and about 7 yards for the Wildcats in another punting situation. So number 44, Frankie Serra, will be doing the punting duties for the Wildcats again tonight, where he'll be kicking it to Danny Johnson and Jake Kendall for the Braves. David Kariakis being that middleman in case there's anything short. Also being the safety, looking for any kind of trickery that might be happening. All right, they're sending one person in, Kariakis. It's going to be deep. Kendall will field it. He's going to bring it to his right side. He's got a little pressure. He might have the corner. He's got it. And he's going to get it up, down. He's still on his feet to the 49-yard line. So nice return for Jake Kendall. He was able to make it over to some of his blockers. And a nice pickup. Looks like he picked up about 25 yards, maybe 30 yards on this play. And it's going to bring 1st and 10 at the 50 for the Braves. All right, and let's see what the Braves come out in. They're back to their balanced set, and David Kariakis will be the lone set. Looks like Deer Park setting in that 3-deep zone. Snap. He's looking down the middle, not giving it away. He's going to look for Jake Kendall. No, Cole Cousineau, and he's got it. Nice catch, Cole Cousineau. He's going to take it down to the 18-yard line for the Braves. Gain of about 30 yards on the play. Nice ball. I think the Wildcats thought the same thing I did. I thought they were going deep to Jake Kendall, but he throws it to the underman, Case Kuzno, for this nice 30-yard pickup for the Braves. Alex Becker is getting a lot of playing time tonight at center for the Braves. Excuse me, not Alex Becker. Sam Moore, I believe. Oh, let me try that again. Third time's a charm. It's like Sean Studley is doing the snapping duties for the Braves. All right, that's going to bring up a second and about 11 for the Braves on their own 20-yard line. Yeah, Sean Studley is the center, getting some time, a little more than what he was getting in the past. And a very big Braves offensive line with Nolte and Minturn at the bookends. Schoenberg takes a snap. He's going to fake it to Kariakis. He's looking down the field. He might take this one. He lets it go. Case Kuzno again, and touchdown, Braves. That's going to move the score again. That's going to be 28-0 in favor of the Braves. All right, you might be watching an instant replay here of that nice play. Schoenberg dropped back, faked to Kariakis, and then looked to his right, found Case Kuzno, who plunges into the end zone for the score. And with 6:50 remaining in the second quarter, Braves 28, Wildcats nothing. Schoenberg takes a snap, he's set, Minturn puts another one through. So after that first miss, Zach Minturn has put 3 more on the board, kind of making up for that first one. And that's going to take it 29-0 in favor of the Braves. And while we have a little time here, as they get set to kick this one, I'd like to remind everyone it is a new era of Braves football on the Indian Hill Television Network. So be sure to catch all the action on the Community Access Channel. For playback times in your local area, call the ICRC at 772-4272 or visit their website at www.icrctv.com for information. So Zach Minturn's legs getting a workout tonight. The Braves offense is clicking, and Schoenberg's really taking the Wildcats apart. The Wildcats will keep their same returners in, kind of shading the right side, which is a favorite for Minturn. Let's see if he'll kind of mix it up and drive one to the left on him, which he did 2 weeks ago. And the ball's off. It's a high drive to the right side, where it's going to go down to about the 5-yard line. Number 6, Ben Roscoe, will have it. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down at about the 26-yard line, where the Wildcats will start out 1st and 10 on their own 26. All right, with 6:43, the Wildcats have to get something going here. Barry Pettyjohn, the head coach for the Wildcats, definitely knows his team is in need of a momentum builder here. Let's see if he might break out a play deep in the playbook for a little trickery. All right, they go dive, and the quarterback keeps it. So Tyler Beard will keep that one. He'll get about 2 yards on the play. He's stopped by a host of Braves. I believe Sam Moore was one of the first in there. As that quarterback follow, he rode the fullback, kept the ball, and followed him up into the hole. All right, you don't see this every Friday night. The Wildcats come out into the bone. And they're going to lead a little fumble. Ball's loose, and number 60, Zach Minturn, picks it up. It's Braves football. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. So another tough break for the Wildcats. When it rains, it pours, and it's pouring on them right now. So Scherpenberg's going to take the field and look to put up some more as the Braves are trying to stick the dagger in them. Maybe have this one finished off by halftime. And they're going to go to that trips left. Might see a little motion by Danny Johnson back to the right side. And they're going to go. He's looking to throw the ball. He looks to his right. Jake Kendall's got the ball. He turns it. And he's going to pick up about 9 yards on the play, where he's stopped by number 6, Ben Roscoe, on the play. But we might have some laundry, and we do. We got a little laundry on the field, which is going to negate that play. Looks like probably a holding with a flag hit. And they're going to march this one back 10 yards, where the Braves will start this series over 1st and 20 on the Wildcat 37-yard line. So nice play by Scherpenberg and Jake Kendall, but that will be negated with the penalty, where it's going to back him up quite a bit. Although, they also give Scherpenberg a little more room to work. And they're going to go back to that trips and isolate Jake Kendall on number 6 for the Wildcats. And Johnson in motion, so they're balanced up. Scherpenberg looking down. He's going to fire it to Kendall. It's pitch and pitch! And Danny Johnson goes into the end zone. Beautifully executed. That's one that brings back memories of all of us for football games of the past. Little razzle-dazzle by the Braves, where they go to the hook and lateral, or some of us call it the hitch and pitch, which is going to add another score for the Braves. That's going to make it 35-0 in favor of the Braves. And Zach Minturn's out for his extra point duties again. I'd like to see, and it's down and it's up. I'd like to see Minturn's scoring. He's got to be up there with as many extra points he has to kick. And then also with his field goals. But yeah, that's a great play. That's a fan favorite. They love to see the hitch and pitch executed correctly. Best one I ever saw was about 6 years ago when Lebanon was playing for the state championship. Time running out. Lebanon's coach called the hitch and pitch to Kelton Lindsay, who ended up with the Ohio State Buckeyes for his collegiate career. And they executed it to perfection, and they won the state championship on that very play. So that is definitely a fan favorite. All right, so Zach Minturn will be kicking off again tonight. And the Wildcats will return it once more. So we got the same returners. Number 13, Ron York, and number 6, Ben Roscoe. York will get the ball at about the 1 yard line. He's going to be returning it, and he's going to be met by Drew Tolliver, who will get the stop, along with Case Kuzna, who will help finish him off. But that'll be about a 20-yard return for York. So the Wildcats will start this drive 1st and 10 on 27. And they're back into their I formation. Probably looking at a little fullback dive or a little off tackle. And you're going to throw the ball up. And it's tipped at the line by number 28 for the Braves. John Beatty's able to get a hand up on that ball. And keeping it out of the hands of Drew Gavin, who's running a little arrow out into the flats. And he could have probably picked up maybe a first down on that play if it wasn't for the tip. So nice play, John Beatty. Yeah, being the offense coordinator in this situation, you know, you got to decide if you're want to try to get some points on the board, or if you want to try to stay conservative and kind of stop the bleeding. They are going to give it to the number 2, Gavin again, and he's going to be stopped after about a 6-yard pickup. He's stopped by a host of Braves. Looks like Case Kuzno was one of the people that led him in there, along with David Kariakis. And it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4 to 5 yards for the Wildcats. And this again, another big 3rd down for him. Coach would definitely like to keep that defense off the field. They're back to their wing formation. Man, they go foot to foot on their wing formation. They're going to go pass. He lets it go, and it's tipped at the line. Again, John Beatty will knock that one down. So that's 2 in this series alone for him. Kyler Beard thought he had a strike to his receiver, but John Beatty's able to jump up and knock that one down. All right, and this will bring up 4th down for the Wildcats. Number 44, Frankie Serra, will be kicking again. And it's off. It's away. A low line drive. Danny Johnson muffs it. And, a break for the Wildcats. Really their first break of the game. Number 5, Brian Grant, will be the first guy to the ball. Skipped off Danny Johnson's hands. And on those line drive kicks, they can be hazardous. It's going to skip right off his shoulder pads. Wasn't able to get back to it. And Brian Grant's going to be able to cover it. So that's going to be 1st and 10 on the 34-yard lines for the Wildcats, where they're going to hopefully put some points on the board to help their cause. The Braves are going to try to strap it up and not let this happen. He's dropping back a little play action. He's looking to the flats. And, nice ball, but it will be dropped. Number 13, Ron York, right in the bedbasket. Worst place you can hit a receiver sometimes is right in the hands. So tough break for Beard. He delivered the ball right where it needed to be, but he is not able to hold on to it. We're back into that wing formation. They take the snap. They fake it, hero an option, and Beard's going to keep it, where he's going to gain about 6 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 5 yards. I'm not sure the leg on that Wildcat kicker could possibly be in field goal position for him if they don't convert this 3rd down. I'm sure Coach Pettyjohn would much rather get this 1st down so he can keep the ball rolling. In the eye. Snap, and he's going to pull it. It's going to be a pitch, and he stopped. No gain on the play. That's going to be 4th and 5. Stopped by Danny Johnson and Case Kuzno. Number 2, Drew Gavin, got the speed option, really, is what it was. And he's not able to turn the corner. And let's see what Coach Pettyjohn's going to decide to do on this 4th down. It looks like he's going to go for it. In this position, I don't see why not. 3 points isn't going to help you at this point. Number 4, Jeremy Boring, is in the game. He's the one that tried a little bit of trickery last time. Let's see what Coach Pettyjohn's going to call, and he's going to need a timeout. He needs to talk to the troops, see what he can do. And he's bringing in some other players, bringing in a substitution. Looks like number 11, A.J. Jensen, will be in, replacing number 13, Ron York. Let's see what he comes up with 2:24 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Braves 36, Wildcats 0. And as we have a little break in time, I'd like to remind everyone, it is a new era of Braves football on the Indian Hill Television Network. So be sure to catch all the action on Community Access Channel. For playback times in your area, call ICRC at 772-4272 or visit their website at www.icrctv.com. All right, and the Wildcats break the huddle. Let's see what Coach Pettyjohn comes up with. He's going to be in that wing slot formation. They're foot to foot, so it looks like they're going to be passing. He motions into the trips. They're dropping back. Beatty's got a beat on him, a little pressure by Minturn, and they complete it. First down. He completes that pass to number 2, Drew Gavin. He'll pick up the first down, and that's going to be 1st and 10 on the 21, 22-yard line right in there. So nice call by Coach Pettyjohn. He's able to get the first down. Well executed. He had pressure put on him by Zach Minturn and John Beatty, but he's able to get that ball off to Gavin. They're in the same formation. It looks like it will be a running play. They got their splits. He gives the motion. He's going to give it to the fullback, and he's going to have possible first down yardage. If not, he gained up at least 9. Number 44, Frankie Serra. That's going to bring up a 2nd and about 3 yards for the Wildcats. So they're starting to move the ball a little bit with a little bit of time remaining in the second quarter. The Braves are able to bend but not break here. Sure, Coach Seipel would like to keep the Wildcats off the board. This is going to be a pass. They're foot to foot again. They got the wing. And yes, it's play action. He's able to get rid of it. And Gavin through his fingers. Really a catchable ball. Should have had it. Beard would like to be able to count on his receivers. He delivered a nice ball in the face of some pressure, but Gavin's not able to hold on to it. Right through his outstretched fingers. Going to go with the Art Monk rule of receiving. If you can touch it, by God, you can catch it. All right, and Wildcats have 3rd and 4 on the 15-yard line. They're back into their wing set. He's got motion deep. He's going to give it the pitch. He can't find much room. Number 32, will be the first time I've called his name tonight. Keith Reddish got the toss sweep on that one to the left side, but he's met by a host of Braves, and that's going to bring up 4th and about 3 yards. About 1 yard with about 50 seconds and counting remaining in this half. And the clock stopped. Let's see what the stoppage is for here. Oh, they're going to do it with a measurement. So that's a nice job of coaching over there by Pettyjohn. I think he called for a measurement, get that clock stopped. He only has 1 remaining. That was a nice way to get that clock stopped, get a measurement, and give yourself a little time. And he's just short. He's got 4th and about an inch with 52 seconds remaining. Big call for Coach Pettyjohn on this one. He can decide whether to try to get the first down and try to get another playoff, use his timeout, or to try to head and go for a strike for the end zone before the clock runs out. And I'm guessing he's probably going to go for the first down on this. All right, clock's winded. And it looks like he's going to go. He fakes the toss. They're going for the gusto, and it's caught. Could be a first down, but there's a flag on the field. It's thrown by the side judge. Give me a host of different penalties, but I think it might be a pass interference on the Braves. We'll see what he calls. Holding on the Braves. Yep, defensive holding. So first down either way. That was a nice play by number 44, Frankie Serra. He was able to bring that ball in by Beard. Kind of a tough pass to catch. He's able to bring it in for a first down, but we're also going to have a penalty that's going to give him the first down either way with 42 seconds remaining in the half. And with 42 seconds remaining in the half, the score is currently setting 36 for the Braves, 0 for the Wildcats. And they're hoping to change that in the next 42 seconds. Be a nice little momentum builder for the halftime if he's able to put some points on the board. Now, he should definitely be in field goal range if he wants to try it. Clock is winding, so they need to get this play off. He's wasting a lot of time. Beard takes a snap. He's looking to throw it. He's rolling to his right. He puts it up in the air, and it's caught. Is he in? Touchdown. Number 11, A.J. Jensen, goes up and pulls that one out of the air, gets his feet just in bounds for the touchdown. So Beard's able to get some points on the board for the Wildcats with 19 seconds remaining. That takes the score 36-6 in favor of the Braves. And we'll see if number 6, Ben Roscoe, can put one more up on the board. Got the snap, it's set, it's tough, and it's going to be, I believe, Andrew Kariakis got a piece of it. He's going to knock it wide left, and that's going to put the score at 36 for the Braves, 6 for the Wildcats. 19 seconds remaining. Got some decision making to be done by the both the Wildcats and the Braves. Coach Seibel's going to have to decide if he wants to try to get that quick offense going, get some yardage, and maybe set up a field goal for Minturn to try to put 3 more on the board before halftime. Where the Wildcats are going to have to decide whether or not they're going to try to pin the Wildcat or the Braves deep, or dribble it down the middle to try to waste the rest of the clock. And as we're waiting this kick, I'd like to let everyone know the director of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is Andrew Burgess. And the coordinating producer is Mr. Denny Dubs. All video department games are produced in association with the ICRC. All right, so he's going to set the ball on the right hash. He's still getting some direction from the coaching staff, trying to decide how he wants to handle this. They get the ball. And back deep for the Braves will be Danny Johnson and Jake Kendall. Upbacks, Paul and Kariakis, the David variety. And we'll see what the Wildcats do with this kick. He approaches and he's going to kick it deep. He's going to let Jake Kendall try to return this one. Jake Kendall's getting to his wall. He's there. He could have break this one. And he breaks a tackle. He's going down the right sideline. He's got one more man to beat, and he's going to be stopped by number 32 for the Wildcats, Keith Reddish. He and number 6, the kicker, Ben Roscoe, were the last men to try to stop Jake Kendall. And with 9 seconds remaining, we'll see what Coach Seipel wants to do. He's possibly in Minturn's field goal range, but if he could get one play in to try to get the ball a little further down the field, it would be nice, and get a timeout and maybe put him on the field. Or maybe go for the gusto and put 6 more on the field. Or on the scoreboard, excuse me, not on the field. Schuttenberg looks to his left where he's got his trips. He's got Jake Kendall to the right. He's looking for Kendall. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run it. And goes out of bounds with 3.5 remaining. That takes it down to the 29-yard line. Schuttenberg got a little pressure. His men recovered, and he decides to go ahead and run that one, get some yardage, and that's going to bring up second and about 1. And coach is going to run out Minturn. So Zach Minturn places block at about the 35-yard line. That would make this a 45-yard kick to put the score to 39 instead of 36 going into the half. Schuttenberg finds a spot, calls for the snap. It's low. He gets a set. Minturn looks like put it through, and he did. Okay, so that's going to take the score 39 Braves, 6 for the Wildcats, and that ends the first half. Zach Minturn bangs a 45-yard field goal with time expiring in the first half to add some more points before halftime. And that's the end of the first half of tonight's contest. At the half, the score is Braves 39, Wildcats 6. Stay tuned and we'll see you after the break.
Now, we'd like to welcome our youth program for future.
All right, Zach Minturn is going to kick it off to start out the second half. It's going to go to number 6 for the Wildcats, Ben Roscoe. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped by a host of Brave tacklers. Quite a few of them. Alex Hall in there. John Beatty was also in there on the stop. And welcome back, everyone, to Indian Hill High School. I'm Rob Guy, bringing you the game right here on the Indian Hill Television Network. Score starting the second half is Braves 39, Wildcats 6. And the Wildcats will start the game with the ball on about the 29-yard line and see if they can keep some momentum going from what they had in the first half. And they come out in that wing set. Beard is under center. And he takes a snap. He's going to give it to his fullback. No, he carries it around the right side. Nice fake by Beard. He takes it off the right side where he's going to gain about 4 yards of the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. So a nice positive play, first play out. Maybe they can start getting some momentum going and then start chewing away at that Braves lead. We'll see. Here back to the I formation. Saw that a lot in the first half. And Beard's looking at defense. He calls it. He's going to give it to his fullback, and he's going to be stopped by quite a few Braves. Sam Moore, Zach Reckman leading the charge there. Where Sarah will take the ball forward for about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Wildcats on their own 38-yard line. They break the huddle. And they're back into the wishbone offense. Oh, we're going to have the left guard jump on that one. That's going to cost the Wildcats a little bit of a penalty, and there goes the momentum they started with. So they're going to march that one back on a 5-yard penalty. It's going to start giving them a 3rd and 7 from their 33-yard line. So the Braves came out with an explosive first half offensively. We'll see if they'll be able to carry that into the second half and continue to put some points on the board. There in the spread. He takes a shotgun snap. He's looking to his left. He gives it up the middle, and it's broken up. Number 4, David Kariakis, and number 34, McFarland, are there to break up the play. Pass was intended for number 14 for the Wildcats, Scott Hunter. But the Braves were able to dislodge him from the ball, and that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Wildcats, and Sarah will be back to punt again. Beard tried to squeeze that one in that drag pattern, and it just couldn't work for him. All right, we got the snap, and Sarah's going to get it off. Another low line drive kick to Johnson. Johnson fields this one. He breaks it to the right side. He's got some blockers. He turns the corner. He's cutting it back to the middle, and he's coming across the field, and he's going to be stopped. Ball stripped, and I think the Braves have it. All right, now there is a flag on the field. Probably a block in the back on the Braves is what I'm guessing. And we'll see what they call. Yes, block in the back by the Braves. So that'll be from the spot. We'll march that one back, and it'll be 15 from the spot. A pretty costly penalty for the Braves. They were going to start out with great field position, and this is going to mark them back to probably their own 20-yard line, 25-yard line, where they'll start the first series, 1st and 10 from their own 25, where they would have had the ball 1st and 10 from their 50. So in a game of field position, penalties like that definitely cost you. All right, the Braves are balanced up. Brandon Davis is the lone setback, And Scherpenberg's going to scan the defense and see what he wants to run. Alex Cole comes in motion. He's going to fake the jet, and they give it to Davis up the middle. Davis takes it for close to a first down. Looks like it is a first down. He gains about 11 yards on the carry. And that's going to give the Braves a ball first and 10 on the 37-yard line. A nice opening play for the Braves. They show the power of Brendan Davis running up the middle out of that spread set. They're back in the spread. They've got trips left, and they're going empty. Brandon Davis will come out to the right side as a slot, and we'll see what Scherpenberg's going to do on this play. He's going to jet, and Danny Johnson cuts it up the middle. Nice cut, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play. That's going to bring 2nd and 2 from the 46-yard line for the Braves. They ran jet sweep with Danny Johnson to the right side, running behind the 2 blockers he had out on the edge, and he's able to, through a nice cut, to pick up some yardage. But there's another flag on the field. And it looks like it is of the holding variety again. So it is going to march the Braves back. It's going to be 1st and 20. From the 26-yard line. So tough break for the Braves after a nice cut by Case Kuzno, and he called that one back. All right, they're back to their trip set to the left. And Kendall's going to be the one set to the right. Scherpenberg, he takes a snap. He's looking to his left. He lets it go to the right. He's looking for Kendall. Kendall's trying to run to it. Thrown a little too far to the inside. He's not able to get to it. So that's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Braves. After Scherpenberg tried to go long to Kendall and just couldn't connect. Nice coverage by the Wildcats in that play, not letting Kendall get back to that ball. Braves break the huddle, and they're balanced up again. Brandon Davis is one setback. The Wildcats are back to that 3-4 look. They drop back. He's looking for Kariakis. He gets it on the screen, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of about 2 yards. Tried to run that quick screen to the receiver, but the Wildcats sniffed it out and stopped it after a short gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Braves. They don't convert on this one. That might be the first punt tonight for Zach Minton. And he trips right. Jake Kendall will be the lone set to the left. Deer Park setting in that 3-deep zone. He's dropping. He's looking. He's got a lot of time. He's getting some pressure up the middle. He avoids it. He's going to dump it to Cole, and Cole's knee is going to drop after a gain of about 8 yards from Alex Cole. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Braves at the 35-yard line. So Zach Minton will have to jog out into the field for his first punting duties of the night. Back deep for the Wildcats. Well, number 20, Richie Mathis, and number 13, Ron York. He calls the ball. It's a little high. He feels it. He's going to run it. He pulls it down. He's trying to get to that left corner. He might have it. He's trying to get that first down marker. He's got it. Nice move by Minter. He's still going. He's going down the field, and he's going to be dragged down by number 51. And folks, even though there's penalty, we're going to have to see that one again. Zach Minturn showing his athletic ability from the punter spot. After a bad snap, decides to pull it down and take it off the left side. He gets the first down and then some, but we have 2 flags down on the field. Let's see what the officials are going to call. We had one that was dropped that looked like it's probably going to be some sort of blocking penalty. And there was a second one that came in late that I thought it might have been a personal foul, but maybe not. Block in the back by the Braves. first down. That marches them back to the 26-yard line of the Wildcats. But great play, great athleticism by Zach Minter. All right, we got him doubled up there. And Schurenberg is going to let it go, and he overthrows Cole. Now the replay, Zach Minturn takes it to right. Beautiful stop and go. He's able to keep going down the sideline, so finally number 51, Ryan Miller, is able to pull Minturn down at about the 14-yard line. That was a great athletic maneuver, that stop and go, which definitely gave the first down. Or he could have stepped out of bounds there and just got the first down. He decided to try to take it for a little more. And we had another flag on the field on the Braves. And this second half has started out with quite a few penalties. And we're going to be backed up some more. And that ball is going to be spotted at the 43-yard line for the Wildcats. So it's going to be first and about forever. Well, 25 yards for a first down. Excuse me, 35 yards for a first down. Schurenberg takes the snap. He's looking to his right side. They got a little screen to Brandon Davis. He takes it up the left. He's running up the middle. And he's going to take it back down just past the original line of scrimmage. And the Braves will have second and about 8 yards from the 20-yard line. Nice call by Coach Seifert. Schurenberg lift him deep until Brandon Davis was set up and ready to get the ball. He delivers a beautiful ball to him, and he's able to run it up the middle for the large gain to get this back into a reasonable distance to get this first down. They're in their balanced set. Davis alone set. Schurenberg takes a snap. He's looking to his left. He looks back to his right, and he delivers it to Alex Cole, but it's going to be dropped. I believe it was tipped by number 55 of the Wildcats, Jim Martin. He's able to get a handle on that to keep that out of the hands of Alex Cole. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Braves. Because the Wildcats are trying to make a stand here, try to keep the score from getting any further out of control. All right, we're going to go trips right. Jake Kendall one set left. Get a little motion from Kuzma here. No, we're going to get it from Kariakis. And they're looking through the right. He's going to put it up long. He's looking for Cole. Touchdown, Alex Cole. Nice grab, about 3 yards deep into the end zone. He goes with the slide, and he pulls that ball in. Nice pass, beautiful route, and an excellent catch by Alex Cole. Little shot of confidence for Alex Cole. And he's back in the game, catching balls. He definitely needs a catch. Nice job, Alex Cole. Minturn's going to be out for the extra point, and it's going to take the score to 45-6 for the Braves. See if Minturn can add another one, put it at 46. Wildcats are loading that left side. The snap, the set, and it's good. So Minturn puts another point on the board. That's going to bring the total to 46 for the Braves, and the Wildcats are still at 6. And they're going to try to come out and try to get some momentum going as we have 26 minutes and 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, while we have a little time, the Indian Hill Schools News Brief is produced every month in our studio. Each month, a different topic of school interest will be provided. Provide information on what's happening in our schools. These programs may be seen right here on ICRC. For playback times, visit www.icrctv.com or call 772-ICRC or 772-4272. Mac's getting quite the workout today. He's going to kick off another one. And it's away. They're going to field it at about the 5-yard line. That's going to be number 13 for the Wildcats, taking it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped at about the 23-yard line of the Wildcats, where they're going to take over the ball 1st and 10. The director of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is Andrew Burgess, and our coordinating producer is Mr. Dennis Dubs. All video department games are produced in association with the ICRC. Now with 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the Braves are sitting on a 40-point lead. Probably start seeing the filtering of a few extra players. They may not get as much time under the lights as they might like to have. Get them a little experience. All right, they're going to give it to the fullback up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. McFarland's right there in his face to stop him. Also accompanied by Zanders, Breckman, and most of the Indian Hill line. So that's going to bring up second and about 7 yards for the Wildcats. Sarah's able to chug for about 3 yards on the play. This is a great game for the Braves to get that offense back on track. Schoenberg's able to set back there with not a lot of pressure on him and kind of pick them apart. They really need to get some pressure on him if they're going to stop him. And the eye set. And we're going to go with option. Beer's going to keep it himself. He's going to dive forward across the 30-yard line, where it's going to be third and about 3 for a first down. Beard called his own number on that one, off the left side, and he's able to get about a 5-yard gain on the play. Pretty interesting option motion. Bring that backside wing across to go in option with Beard on that play. We're doing Alex Hall's checked into the game at corner. David Kariakis Andrew Kariakis at the other corner. And Jay Kendall's safety set in deep. All right, they're trying to go back door with Beard, and he's going to be stopped short, it looks like. And we got a little extracurricular on the field. We got some yellow down. We got a little late hit, looks like on the Wildcats. We'll see who they call it on. But they were stopped short unless there's penalties against the Braves. And it is. It's going to be against the Braves. So we're going to march it forward. First down for the Wildcats. Not a very smart play by the Braves defense. So we got 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 48-yard line. Dumb play. Personal foul on the Braves. Too many penalties. All right, the Wildcats break the huddle. They're going to capitalize on this first down, given to them by the Braves after a nice stop. They're going to fake it. They're going to go play action, and he's stopped immediately by number 34, Kevin McFarland. Nice call by the defensive coordinator. Kevin McFarland shoots in from the linebacker spot and brings down Beard for a loss of about 8 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 18 for the Wildcats. Coach Seipel's got to be happy that he's got a young linebacking crew in there. They will be back next year to help anchor down that middle. They will be losing the valuable piece there with David Kariakis, but having 2 youngsters out there helping out definitely bodes nicely for the future. All right, we're on the I formation, and we're going to have a little offsides. The Braves knows Reckman's going to cross the plane of the ball, and they're going to get 5 back on this one. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15, or actually a 2nd and about 13 for the Wildcats on their 45-yard line. So the Braves have been highly penalized tonight. Coach Seipel won't be happy about that. We're in the wing set. Beard sends his guy in motion. He's going to get blown up. Zach Breckman. Zach Breckman blows up that play. Sarah's still down after the hit. Zach Breckman shot his gap, met the fullback along with the quarterback with the ball, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4 yards for the Wildcats. That's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for a first down. Reckman immediately shot the gap on that. Someone missed a blocking assignment or just got overpowered, and he was able to meet the fullback and the quarterback at the point of the handoff and blew that play up. Sarah's down. Hopefully nothing serious is wrong. Now we got a break in the action here. Let's take a look at that play. Great play by Reckman. He's able to split his blockers. Oh yeah, that was a missed blocking assignment by the Deer Park line, and they just left their fullback open to Reckman to just get drilled. Now, while we have some time, the Indian Hill Schools News Brief is produced every month in our studio. Each month, a different topic of school interest will be providing information on what's happening in our schools. These programs may be seen right here on the ICRC. For playback times, visit www.icrctv.com or call 772-ICRC or 772-4272. Also tonight, the director of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is Andrew Burgess, and our coordinating producer is Mr. Dennis Dupps. All video department games are produced in association with the ICRC. And might have an extended break here. Hopefully nothing serious is wrong with Mr. Sarah. Looks like he's sitting up. That's always a good sign. Usually that means he might be able to get up off the field, but he definitely took a lick by Reckman. Reckman basically was unstopped from the line, a missed blocking assignment, and he just came open completely, was able to basically full speed meet the quarterback and the fullback at the point of the handoff and blew that play up. Hopefully Coach Pettyjohn's able to clear up that blocking assignment, because whoever's going to come in to fill in for Sarah is not going to want to meet Reckman unhampered before he gets to the line. All right, so Sarah's up. He gets a big round of applause from the Braves fans. Glad to see he's all right. He's going to gingerly walk off the field as the Deer Park Wildcats go over to the sideline for some coaching direction for this next play. And with 3:11 remaining in the third quarter, it is Braves 46, Deer Park 6. All right, so both teams are trying to get their heads back together, get ready to get back into this game after this break, and the Deer Park Wildcats will take a timeout to get ready as they got to bring in a new player and get everyone up to speed. And yeah, that was definitely a bone-jarring hit by Reckman on the fullback, Sarah, of the Wildcats. It's one of those hits that a defender dreams of, being completely unblocked and getting a full speed shot at someone. You know, that's what they're salivating for. Now the Braves have a strong center of their defense. Number 55, Sam Moore at the right tackle, Zach Reckman at the nose, and number 58, Matt Ambrose at the left tackle. They can really do some damage if they're not blocked. And the Wildcats are ready to run the next play. And Sarah will be replaced with number 32, Keith Reddish. He'll come in as fullback for the Wildcats. Beard's going to drop back and throw the ball. He lets it go. It's number 4, and it's caught. That's going to be a first down at the 40-yard line for the Wildcats. Now into Braves territory. Nice strike by Beard to number 4, Jeremy Boring. He's able to bring that in sliding, and it's going to move the chains for the first down. Nice pass by Beard. Put it exactly where it needed to be. Pretty good coverage by the Braves, but Beard just put it exactly where it had to be for the catch. And they're going to come out in their wing formation, double split. Beard makes a call. He's going to ride his fullback. He pulls it. He's going left side, and he's going to go for about 6 yards, where he's stopped by number 2, Case Cousineau, and number 24, Zanders. And that's going to bring up 2nd and about 4 yards for the Wildcats. And they're starting to drive into Braves territory. It's a nice read by the quarterback, Beard, on that one. He pulls from the fullback, decides to go off the left side himself, and he's able to pick up some yardage. So the Wildcats come out. They're going to spread it out a little bit on this one. Let's see what they can do. Beard's going to drop back. He's going to let it go, and it's there to number 5, touchdown. Number 5, Brian Grant, is on the receiving end of the Beard strike. Nice pass again by Beard. He puts it right where he needs it to be, and Grant is able to bring it in, and he scores the touchdown. That's going to move the score to 46 Braves, 12 Wildcats. And we'll see if coach decides to go for 1 or 2 on this one. It looks like he's going to spot it up and go for the extra point. Number 20, Richie Mathis, will be the holder. He sets it, and it's away, and it's no good. Oh, it is good. I am corrected. That's going to take it to 46-13 in favor of the Braves. Andrew Carriaca is bringing quite a bit of pressure from that right side of the Wildcats, trying to disrupt that kick. Thought he did disrupt that one, but it was called good by the officials. And that's going to move it to 46-13. And the Wildcats will be kicking off for the 2nd time tonight. All right, and the Wildcats are taking the field, getting ready to kick. Number 6, Ben Roscoe, will be doing the kicking duties for the Wildcats. He'll place it on the right hash. Back deep, the Braves have number 1, Jake Kendall, and number 5, Danny Johnson, waiting for the kick. And the kick's away. It's going to be a pop-up, and Kendall will field it. He's going to try to prig it to the middle of the field. He cuts it back to his left. He's trying to find some daylight, trying to get the corner. He's got a little room, and he tries to tighten up the sidelines, but he's going to be knocked out at about the 47-yard line of the Braves as he picks up some nice yardage. Nice job, Jake Kendall. Found a little space on the left side, and he's able to tightrope down the sideline before he's knocked out just after crossing the 45-yard line. And with 1:48 remaining in the first quarter, the Braves will have the ball, in the third quarter, the Braves will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 46. Drew Tolliver's checked in for the Braves, along with number 8, Chris Goody. And they're going to fake jet sweep. They give it to number 32 for the Braves up the middle, and he's got some yardage. He takes it up to the 39-yard line on the draw. That's number 32, Matt Merritt. Nice run by Matt. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Joe Wardeman's directing the offense out on the field for the Braves. And we got an equipment timeout, maybe a blood timeout for the Wildcats. See what we have. And we get a substitution in. Number 11 will be entering the game for the Wildcats as Joe Wardeman makes the call and breaks the huddle. Excuse me, not Joe Wardeman. That's number 5, Danny Johnson at the helm. He takes a snap. He's going to give it to Merritt again. Merritt is going to be stopped by number 60 for the Wildcats. That's Gerald Dickerson. but Merritt will be able to get it out to the 39-yard line, get it back to the original line of scrimmage. Danny Johnson's calling the signals here. Probably more of a running style game with Johnson at the helm. Merritt's still the lone setback. Alex Hall has checked into the game. You got the snap. Direct snap to Merritt, and he's going to take it for about a 3-yard gain. There's a direct snap to the fullback where he takes it for about a 3-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 7 for the Braves. Well, new offensive linemen have checked in for the Braves. Number 57, Chase Daniels, has come in at the right guard spot. And we're going to have a break in the action. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. Score was going to be 46 Braves, 13 Wildcats as we get ready to kick off this 4th quarter. Coverage of the Braves football on the Indian Hill Television Network would not be possible without the generous support of the Indian Hill Boosters, the PTO, and the ICRC. Their grants have provided us with the equipment to bring Indian Hill sports off the field and into the community, and we appreciate all that they have done to develop our television programming. Thank you, Boosters, ICRC, and the PTO. And then in this 4th quarter, we'll probably see quite a bit of substitutions for the Braves, trying to get some people some playing time under the lights, get them used to this atmosphere. And for a young kid getting a chance to play on Friday night, it is definitely different than Saturday mornings. All right, also, Peter Carr will check into the game at the right guard. And Danny Johnson will continue to call the signals. He's going to give it, no, he keeps it. He fakes it to Merritt, and he's going off the left side where he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th and about 5 for the Braves, and we'll see what Coach Seipel's going to do here. If he's going to go for it or go ahead and kick it. And he runs out another group onto the field, and they're going to kick this one. They're going to Minturn a chance to put 3 more on the board. So the substitutes aren't able to keep the drive alive. It's going to be 4th down, and Zach Minturn's going to place his tee at about the 41-yard line. So this will be about a 51-yard kick for Minturn. Snap, set, and it's away. There's a penalty, and it's short. So it is no good, but we have a penalty on the field. We'll see what the officials called. We got a false start on the Braves, so that'll be declined, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the 36-yard line. And they declined it. So they've got the ball, and they're going to see what they can do with it. Now we should probably see some substitutes on defense as well. Number 66, Scott Perrin will check into the game, along with number 75, Studley. And other than that, there's pretty much the same defensive crew out on the field. And Sean Studley and Scott Perrin will be the 2 subs on the front line for the Braves. They come out in their wing formation. Beard calls signals. He's going to take it. He's going to take it away from the fullback. He's off the left side, and he's stopped by number 2, Case Kuzno, after a short gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and about 6 yards. And Tim Beard is running that option. He's picking up some positive yardage, but just not enough to really keep this offense going. York breaks the huddle. We're going to be in that spread wing formation. Beard's under center. He's going to send the guys motion, and number 57 for the Braves, Chase Daniels, he's a little too excited, and he's going to jump on that one, and that's going to give the Wildcats 5 more yards, so it's going to be 2nd and short. 2nd and about 2 yards for a first down. Wildcats break the huddle. They're going to stay in that spread wing formation. He sends his man in deep motion. He's going to pull it for the fullback. He tosses it to Gavin. Gavin's going to go around the right corner, and he's going to be met and stopped by number 41, Alex Hall, after he picks up the first down. Drew Gavin is going to take the pitch from Beard, and he's able to turn the corner to get the first down. So 9:40 remaining. Wildcats have started to drive the ball down the field. Let's see if they're going to be able to get it into Braves territory. They break the huddle, and they're going to stay in that formation. And a little misdirection there. They try the counter, and it's going nowhere. Kevin McFarland sniffed that one out along with Sam Moore. And they're going to be stopped maybe for a short loss. That's going to bring up second and a little more than 10. And they're going to have second down from their own 37, 38-yard line. Deer Park breaks the huddle. Here's under center. He's scanning defense. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking to his left side. He lets it go. Again, oh, in and out of the hands of number 5, Grant, for the Wildcats. Brian Grant should have had that ball. Nice pass by Beard. Good call by Coach Pettyjohn. You've got to hold on to that ball. Again, not to beat a dead horse, but just like Art Monk says, the greatest receivers to play in the NFL, if you can touch it, you can catch it. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. They stay in that spread wing formation. It's been working pretty well for them. Beard looks at the defense. He's going to ride the fullback. He's going to go back door, and he's going to pick up a few yards, about 5 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up 4th and 5 for the Wildcats. Wasn't able to get the yardage needed for the first down, and let's see what Coach Pettyjohn decides to do. Beard's looking at the line and Coach Pettyjohn, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Why not? It's 46-13 with 7 minutes remaining. See what you can do with the ball. See if you can get some momentum going for your next game. Get some positive yardage going. All right, and they're going to go to their spread formation. Beard's back in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's looking down the field. He's looking to his right. He delivers the ball, and it's caught by number 13. Ron York on the play. He's immediately stopped by David Kariakis after he catches for the first down. But nice grab by York. He's able to hold on to the ball after David Kariakis provided a shot to try to dislodge the ball. All right, and the Braves going to run out some new players on the field. I'll try to get those to you when I have time. Number 73, Peter Garrison, winner of the game. Looks like he'll be at that nose spot. And the Wildcats come out in that spread formation again. They take the snap. He's looking for the swing. He's going to catch it. He's around the left side, and he's going to get about a 5-yard gain on the play. That's going to bring up second and about 5 or 6 for the Wildcats. Nice little swing pass. Nice pass by Beard that time. Great catch by Grant. As he goes off that left side, he's able to pick up some yardage. Even though you're working against some of the seconds for the Braves, the Wildcats definitely need to move the ball so they can start getting some confidence on their offense. Help carry that in the next week. The Braves have definitely proved their point tonight, putting some points on the board. They're going to send a man in motion. They're spread, and they're going to fake to the fullback. They give it to the option, number 13, and he's stopped. Number 2, Case Kuzno, is all over that play. Number 13, Ron York, had nowhere to go on that backside option. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Kevin McFarland will come out of the game on this one. Some new players we got in. Michael Schmidt Number 45 has gone in at linebacker. Number 12, Danny Gill, will also take the field for the Braves. And they're spread out. They're dropping back. Beard's looking down the field. He's going to deliver the ball to number 13, and it goes through his hands. It looked like a communication problem between the receiver and the quarterback. That route looked a little short for the ball that was thrown, or the ball looked a little long for the route that was ran. So someone made a little bit of a mistake on that one. So that's going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Wildcats, and just like last time, I'm guessing they're going to go for it. They bring in a few extra players in. They'll probably go to that spread formation again. Number 17, Kramer Hendricks, has entered the game at safety for the Braves. Maybe hoping to stop the deep ball here. They send a man in motion. They got trips right. Beard's looking back to his left. He throws the ball, and it's good. It's going to be a first down to number 13, York. And that's going to move the sticks again for the Wildcat. They're starting to move the ball down the field, okay, which is, it is against the Braves' second defensive lineman, but you got to get some confidence for your offense when you're in this position. Number 8, Chris Goody will come in for the Braves in that right corner spot. And they're going to throw the ball, a little play action, and it's complete to number 4, Jeremy Boring. He's going to take the ball down across the 15. Looks like he gets to about the 13-yard line on this, and he's going to move the sticks again. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line for the Wildcats. Scanning that defense, looking for any players I've missed. I think I've got them all. Number 10, Joe Waterman's also in the game for the Braves. And he fakes the fullback. He's going to step behind him. And Beard's going to call his own number. He's going to take it down close to the goal line. Looks like he's down at about the 1-yard line. He read the fullback and stepped back door, decided to take the ball on his own. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. And the officials are winding that clock. They're not messing around. They're getting that clock started as soon as they can. They're sprinting to spot that ball. Wildcats come out in their I formation. Beard's under center. He's going to take it himself up the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown. So add 6 more for the Wildcats. So that's going to move the score to 19 for the Wildcats, 46 for the Braves, while the Wildcats are trying to put another point on the board as they spotted up the kick. Coverage of the Braves football on the Indian Hill Television Network would not be possible without the generous support of the Indian Hill Boosters, the PTO, and the ICRC. The grants have provided us with the equipment to bring Indian Hill sports off the field and into the community, and we appreciate all that you've done for developing television programming with the Indian Hill Television Network. And it's up and it's good. So add 1 more for the Wildcats. It now is 46-20 in favor of the Braves with 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So the Wildcats will be kicking the ball off again to the Braves. Braves are getting their chance to see what kind of return they can put together. They'll probably, I don't know if they're going to go with their first return. It looks like they are. Maybe with a couple fillers here and there. But they're going to see if they can get some positive yardage on this. If you get a chance, let us know what you think of Braves football on the Indian Hill Television Network by calling our viewer feedback phone at 272-4590. Phone lines are open 24 hours a day, so give us a call and tell us how we're doing. And the Wildcats have taken the field. They're going to spot it up on the right hash. The Braves are set for the hands team. A little onside here by the Wildcats, which would make sense. David Kariakis will be the 1-man deep. They have bunched up around the 45 and 50-yard lines as they're awaiting the kick. And no, he's going to drive it down the field and let it roll. And it looks like it's going to make it out of bounds. Ooh, that was close. Let's see. Did he get the ball before it rolled out of bounds? Yes. David Kariakis got to that ball. And that's going to give the Braves the ball 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line with 3 minutes and counting in the 4th quarter. Let's see what offense is going to run out here. Looks like these are the Saturday Morning Warriors coming out onto the field. Let them get some snaps under the lights. Joe Waterman's running over to get the play as he runs back out to direct his offense. That's it. I believe this will be his first snap under center tonight. See what Joe can do. They're in their balanced spread formation. I think the Wildcats will probably bring some pressure, and Joe's going to call his own number. Quarterback draw, and it's going to be stuffed at the line. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Braves. They might have been generous to Joe, and they might have given him a yard or so there. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Braves as Drew Tolliver runs into play for the Braves offense. Braves break the huddle. They're going trips left. They got the single set to the right. See what Joe's going to do with this one. He takes a snap, and he's going to hand it to Merritt. Merritt off the left side. He's got a little room, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to be stopped by number 55 for the Wildcats. That is senior Jim Martin. He gets the stop along with a few of his teammates. He seemed to get his hands on Merritt first. And that's going to bring up 3rd and about 4 yards for the Braves. Number 48, David Schmidt, will run the play in as he enters the game for the Braves. Number 39, John Whitehouse, is split to the left. And Joe Waterman will be calling the signals. He takes a snap. He's going to fake it to Merritt. He keeps it himself. He goes up the middle. He finds a little bit of room, but not much, as he gets it across the original line of scrimmage, maybe for about a 2-yard, maybe a 1-yard gain on that, which will bring up 4th and about, looks like a yard. No, 2 yards for the Braves. Man on the sticks needs to get a little quicker for me. It's starting to make me look bad. Number 18 for the Braves, Rich Better, will check in for the game. He runs the play in. Kramer Hendricks will be split to the left in that trips formation. And they'll go with the single split to the right. And Joe Waterman's going to call his own number up the middle, and he's got the 1st down and then some. He's going to take the ball out past the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line for the Braves with a minute remaining. And they should probably get at least one more play off here as Drew Tolliver runs the play in for the Braves. They break the huddle. 40 seconds and counting. They get to their balanced set. Joe takes a snap. He's going to give it to Merritt. Merritt's trying to find some room, and he's stopped by number 14 almost immediately. And that's number 14, Scott Hunter, for the Wildcats. That's bringing up 2nd and 10 with 20 seconds remaining. And they may not call another player. They're going to run one out. Number 48, David Schmidt, will run a play out. We'll see if they get it off. We got 12 seconds and counting. I don't think they're going to beat the clock here. Let's see. We got 5 left, and maybe. He takes a snap. He's going to give it on the jet sweep to number 11. He's off the right side. He's trying to find it, and he's going to be stopped after a short gain. And that's it, folks. Number 11 will end the game, David Gwain. He's off the right side, and that's all she wrote. And exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department in association with the ICRC. For our director, Andrew Burgess, coordinating producer, Mr. Dennis Dupps, and our entire crew, I'm Rob Guy, saying good night from Indian Hill High School. where the final score is Braves 46, Wildcats 20. So long, everyone.
All right, Mr. Guy, thanks a lot. You're finished.